quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Cardinals going up against the Vikings. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Thomas. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jaron Kearse with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Lynch. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard moves in short areas.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Linval Joseph is in a hurry to get his name mentioned as one of the top defensive tackles in the game. I think he's accomplishing his goal. Out
of the gun now on 3rd down. And in Incomplete here on third down. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. Now Drew Butler to punt for Arizona, the son of former Bears kicker Kevin Butler. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Green, 39. Blackdada07's. Here we go.
From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Brian Robinson, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And now it's 4th down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, it's Lynch. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Alert, 16. Alert. Hurry up, here we go.
2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Set. Gun, gun. Switch. Gun, gun.
On 3rd down, Lynch trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. The Wildcat to Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And that was just 4 verticals. They were going for a big play, and it resulted in a big play.
And you know why that's so difficult to cover? Because you can throw the ball to any one of those 4 vertical receivers at any point in the pattern. Wherever they're open, just get them the ball and then let them run after it.
And he runs it all the way in for a touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet. Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
see if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Lynch. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Now let's go. Blue line.
Lynch looking to throw on second. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Lynch. He completes it to Treadwell. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Now let's go. 3-19. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. They'll try to sneak with Lynch, and he'll get nothing out of that one. A wall of bodies there, nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Thomas. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. That one goes for 36 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Looks like they wanted to stay in attack mode after breaking off that nice chunk on their first play. They decided to heave it downfield on this one.
Yeah, that first play, though, successful. Try number 2, unsuccessful. They'll throw now on the final play. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front, that's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Let's go!
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run again on first down. Peterson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive. And all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels. Defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, Lynch. Left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now a first down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun, it's Lynch. This will be caught at about the 5. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A lone second remains. They go play action here on 1st down. And he lost the football. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They give it to Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Shift together here from the D-line. Peterson alone in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. This time Lynch will throw. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know Adrian Peterson can run away from you in the open field, but he is not a guy that shies away from contact in goal line situations.
And this close to the goal line, they may turn to him again.
Here we go now.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They try again with Peterson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for it with Peterson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Thomas. He's going to rifle one deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On second down, Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And how about this, a fake? And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
And they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Arizona, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.